I'd like to bring up our second speaker. Now, Doug Banner, you've been here for 2 years. 2 years here at Toastmasters, and this marks the completion of one of our advanced manuals, Entertaining Speaking, and he's going to be giving us a 7 to 10 minute speech from author Tony Schwartz's book, The Power of Full Engagement. Now, Doug is clearly one of my favorite Toastmasters.
Louder.
Clearly. And when he speaks, I have to say that he puts everyone in their own personal Dougie Snuggie. He really is a role model for the masses. And he is really such an amazing speaker that hummingbirds slow down just to hear him speak. And I have to say that really, for the duration of his speech, an amazing thing happens. There is peace in the Middle East. Please help me welcome Doug Banner.
Thank you. Mr. Toastmaster is very kind. Going beyond what I expected. I don't know where he came up with that. Some of us sat through The Power of Full Engagement. Earlier this year, we got to see a speech or hear about the book, The Power of Full Engagement by Tony Schwartz. He first did the speech at Google in April 18th last year, and it really affected me. Showed me how to stay engaged. You know, don't just give 110% every day, because you can't do it. You're going to burn out. So Tony came up with, if you're going to have to squint here as best I got, a beautiful, beautiful quadrant. Quadrants are good in business models. Either that or a pyramid. You want with a quadrant. We like it. So he says, you want to be in your performance zone all day long, right? You can't do it, you're going to burn out. You want to be calm, optimistic, and fully engaged, concentrating on your reading, listening, or fully understanding what's on your computer. But what happens is you get tired, and you slack off. A lot of us do this after lunch. Slow down a little bit. Maybe your stomach's too full, you start drifting off and think about what's going on at home, what's for dinner. And then you get a little bit frustrated, a little bit anxious, a little bit out of control. And if you've got no energy, then you're down here. You're worried and nervous, and gosh, golly, what am I going to do to get back here? Okay, Tony says, don't go there, go here. 300 pages of a book to tell you to take a break every 90 to 120 minutes. That's all it is. You take a break, you disengage, go for a walk, talk to some friends, call someone on the phone, really, stop working. After that, you should be up here all day. And of course, you want to avoid the burnout zone. That's for people that just kind of hate their job, quite frankly, and don't want to be here. Don't ever go there, go here and here. Not here and here, here and here. And I was thinking about it. We're going through the toughest economic era of our lifetime. And I don't know about you, but I didn't get a raise last year. In fact, I got a pay cut. And I'm not doing 5% less than I did last year. I'm doing even more. And so what's the difference between trying really, really, really hard and kind of trying sort of? Well, your paycheck, nothing. So I submit the power of partial engagement. I came up with my own quadrant, which is after this. This is actually also from Tony Schwartz. I didn't make this up. He says, throughout life, your demand increases. You might go to college, you might get married, you might have a real serious career, and it's just more and more and more. However, like Sal was talking about, your mental capacity kind of fades as you get older. There's only so much you can do. Tony Schwartz said this. He's got a PhD. I can't argue with Tony. Right here. I don't have any idea how to get rid of that. Let me try it. I apologize, but I think that's the warning that the bulb's going on, right? Right here's the intersection. About 33 years old, your brain starts to slow down a little bit, and there's nothing you can do to change it. You can try and be more and more organized, but it won't do you any good. So today, Doug Banner is giving you permission to, after age 33, start phoning it in. So I suggest you print this out and put it up on your desk, and if your supervisor gives you any guff, you say, there's nothing I can do about it, I'm getting done. This is my quadrant. Usual daily cycle starts with an apathy zone. Apathy means, I think I'm trying, I'm not sure. Kind of want to be here. Now the key to this takeaway today is to be blissfully unaware of incompetence. Now, 80% of people who are bad at their jobs don't know they are bad at their jobs. And they're happy. Look around, who's happiest? The dumb people. The smart people are worried all day long. They take work home with them and then they yell at their wives or husbands. They're miserable. You don't want to be smart and know of your shortcomings. You want to be just cruising through the day, talking about what sales are going on at Walmart and what you're going to make for dinner. Blissfully incompetent is where you want to be. Distracted by shiny things is very important throughout the day. You'll notice as you walk around the cubes, you'll see maybe small toys that harken back to your youth, Hot Wheels, Superman figurines. Some people are really crazy and decorate their cube like a beach with China lanterns, maybe a mural of the beach and a mat on the ground. Absolutely allows you to disengage from work. I highly recommend it. It's also important, now this is the only point I ask, that you actually burn some calories of being apathetic. It's really important, if you want to be kind of a loser, to always insist that you're right. You see these people. I know more about Brett Favre than Brett Favre knows about Brett Favre. He should have gone to Green Bay. What's all this back and forth? I know more about football than this guy who's played pro for 20 years. I'm a complete idiot. Neil deGrasse from NASA, who works with NOVA, has several PhDs in astrophysics. He's brilliant. You know what he always says? We don't know. We don't know if there's other planets or how many other planets are in our galaxy. So if you're brilliant, you don't know. If you're dumb, you know everything. So if you want to be apathetic, right here. Never volunteer for anything if you want to stay apathetic. 2 reasons. You might make unwanted network connections. This could lead to walking down the hall, minding your own business, and someone wants to do a stop and chat, and you don't want anything to do with them. The other reason is when you volunteer for like a summer picnic or something, it's really the same as putting up a bat signal saying, hey man, I got free time, which is also saying, gosh, I want to give Doug more work to do so I can stay on Facebook all day long and not do my job. All right, indifferent zone. This is where a lot of us go during the day. Indifferent zone is when on one hand you're unsure and on the other hand you're not sure. You don't want to be indifferent because that'll get you a job on the executive council. Comatose zone is comatose zone. This is checking out. This is what you want to do. This is how you regenerate during the day. Take a nap. Go to your car. If it's not too hot out, you can sleep in your trunk. No one will know you're there. Kind of reminds me of HP security. If you need them, they're kind of not there. Not always, anyway. The thing you want to avoid the most is being John from John and Kate plus 8. Now, true, he's apathetic, but he's also kind of a loser. He's scared of everything. No matter what, 8 isn't enough. He suffers from the grass is always greener, but it really isn't. He's just really a pathetic person and not apathetic. All right. So what we learned today is you want to do just enough to look like you're busy, but not too much to volunteer. One great move you can make is knowing the important gestures of being apathetic. One is to always wear a suit, use a laser pointer. If that one fails, have the backup laser pointer. Shiny object. I'm feeling really regenerated. It's important to roll up the sleeves to look like you really care. And it's like, I'm going to work right now. I really mean this. I'm going to roll up my sleeves, and I'm going to talk about no matter what group you're a part of, it's part of a unique family. Whether you're in a scuba diving team or in prison, you're part of a unique family. For some reason, 8 fingers coming together, unique family. I've seen this before. talking about what's going on next year, right? We're right here, about 3'5". We want to be here, about 4'5", but we'd like to be here. Now this is perfect capitalism, from here to here, but if you take it too far, you'd be accused of being fascist and right here. The cheesiest move of all apathetic people is to, completely unaware, be applauding for yourself. When everyone else is clapping for you, you're clapping along because I want to clap for me. And that's all I have for today. Thank you very much.
Can someone grab the lights? Doug, one of your most entertaining speeches to date. I'm sorry I don't have my sleeves rolled up far enough. Do that. Second commercial, please join the Toastmasters family. You'll go from here in your skill level to here. Very nice, very nice. How many of you are new to San Diego? Like within the last year? Okay. This is how you know that it's autumn in San Diego. It goes from about 73 to 68. Okay? Just so you know, it's a little hard to tell around here. And because it is a little hard to tell, I'd like us to take a moment and mentally transport ourselves to a small town up in the northeast. We're here to celebrate a wedding anniversary. And not just any wedding anniversary, 55 years of marriage. So, I'd like Lynn Harris to come up here and help us celebrate her parents' 55th wedding anniversary.